Well, is there any one or two teams that you're like really wanting to keep your eye on, not just for the draft, but for the entire offseason that you're like, hey, these are teams that I think with the right one or two pieces could make a serious leap forward?
That's a good question. I think actually the Jazz are up there because if you look at the Jazz, they have so much talent on that team. Like, dude, the Jazz are really just a piece or two away, I feel like, to contention. They have to get some experience, the old San Antonio model from last year. But I mean, you look at their depth chart, man, and they are loaded, loaded with talent. Um, Keontae George, Ace Bailey. Those are both lottery picks from the last few years. Lauri Markkanen, Jaren Jackson Jr., who they got from Memphis, Walker Kessler, right? So then you add another lottery pick to that scenario. That team is scary. And they have most of their picks outside of the picks that they gave for Jaren Jackson Jr. this past year. So I think the Jazz are in a great spot, and then actually the Thunder, something we were talking about before the pod started, because they have a lot of questions as far as does their owner want to get into the second apron or not. They have a lot of guys that they have to decide on this offseason. Aaron Wiggins, Isaiah Joe, um, Kendrick Williams, Lou Dort, and all of their max guys go into affect this offseason. So you're gonna start paying Shea, Jalen Williams, and Chet this offseason.
Hmm. Well,
So those two teams are really interesting to me. But if we're looking at the East, I actually really am interested in the Pacers. I think the Pacers are going to be very, very good this upcoming season, depending on Tyrese Halliburton's health.
but do you like, and I'm not trying to be the same. I hope you're right. They're my freaking favorite team, but like my struggle is Troy. They lost pieces, and Halliburton's coming. Like, what did they gain that makes them better than the trip that they
What
went
did
to the
they what
finals?
did they lose though?
Well, I mean, they lost Miles Turner. I know Zubac they got, but Turner was a far more athletic center for how they played, with their pacing. And then they also lost Nemhard. They still have Nesmith. They still have um I'm sorry, no, they kept Nemhard. They lost Matherin. And that to me is he's a solid piece. Like, dude, Nemhard, Nesmith, and Matherin, those three were huge rotational pieces to throw right in between. I mean, you had Siakam and Miles Turner for our front court, and then you had Tyrese Halliburton conducting everything. But those three, Obi Toppin is a great bench piece too to play the four to back up Siakam. But and we still have him. But to me, we lost a piece in Matherin, and I just don't know that we. I think we need to sign somebody in free agency. But I don't know who or what player. Like, like the idea of a Jalen Brown becoming available is intriguing. Kawhi Leonard becoming available is slightly intriguing, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, Jake, I still look at your starting lineup and it's Tyrese Halliburton, Andrew Nemhart, Aaron Nesmith, Pascal Siakam, Ivica Zubac, and then you have TJ McConnell, Ben Shepherd, Obi Toppin coming off the bench. And then I
Yeah,
would say
McConnell's not really.
he's a solid backup point guard.
Yeah,
He's a
he's
solid
like
backup
30.
point guard.
He's like 33 or 34 though. I mean, he's not the.
But you're not asking him to play big minutes. You,
No,
you
I
just
know.
need him to control the offense for the second unit and don't make any bad mistakes. That's what you need him to do. Maybe you go out and try to find a backup center, but like I think they have a really good team.
I feel like we need one more scorer. Honestly, I think we need somebody that is a bucket for us.
Probably. Who that is, I don't know, but I
Yeah.
still think they're a team to watch.
Yeah, I mean, I do too. And don't get me wrong, like I told you, the Knicks winning gives me hope because the Pacers did beat pretty much that same team the year before. I think the thing that has me a little frustrated or like a little like uncertain is like I still don't know that the Knicks were the best team. I think they got hot at the right time. To me, it's like the same as if you were to go back and really look in 2011, were the Mavericks the best team? No, they were not. They caught fire at the right time. Um, the Suns team that went to the finals in 2021, were they the best team? No. They caught fire at the right time in the playoffs, had a couple people or a couple teams that were injured. And so to me, it's like, well, did the Pacers just catch fire last year? And that's why they were really good in the finals? Did the Knicks do that same thing? Um, but to me, it's like, well, I don't even think the Spurs were the best team coming out of the West. I think had the Thunder not been hurt, they would have been in the finals. And had we seen a healthy Thunder team, I don't think the Knicks would have been our champions. We'll never know the answer to that. But I guess the hope that I do have is that the Knicks won, and so it gives me like hope the Pacers could be next since they took them down the year before. But I still feel like we're missing a piece.